Wisconsin Timber Rattlers baseball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. It's the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers and the Peoria Chiefs. Again, that's Biff spinning the dials back at the WNAM studios tonight. Glad to have you along with us on the radio, on the internet. However, you are following Wisconsin Timber Rattlers baseball. The starting lineups today were brought to you by Focus Group by Schlesinger, where you get paid for your opinions about the products and services you use every day. Join today at focusgroup.com. It is a beautiful night for baseball tonight. Maybe a little warm, but summer appears to finally be here tonight for the Rattlers. Tracy Adames on the hill for Wisconsin. He worked 5 hitless innings in his last start. It was game 1 of a doubleheader at Cedar Rapids on Saturday. He allowed 1 run with a hit batsman, 3 walks, and a strikeout. He threw 79 pitches, 40 for strikes in those 5 innings. Taylor Floyd came on and worked the final 2 frames to complete the no-hitter. Adames worked 4 scoreless, hitless innings at Peoria back on May 11th. As the starting pitcher, he struck out 4, but he walked 5 in that ball game. He'll face John Torres, Brendan Donovan, and Pedro Pajes here to start tonight's ball game. And the kick in the deal, and it's a swing and a foul tip at the plate, underway tonight at 7:07. Torres was 1 for 3 against Adames in that series down in Peoria. Adames came back and pitched in relief on Sunday in that series. Swinging a foul off. And it's 0-2. Adames faced 4 batters against the Chiefs on the 16th of May. Fly ball, right center field. That's deep. Long run back, and it is off the base of the wall. It deflects, and coming back in with it is Rodriguez. He'll hold Torres to a double on the 0-2 pitch. Adames' last appearance against the Chiefs was in relief back on the 16th of May. He faced 4 batters, didn't retire any of them. 88 degrees is your game time temperature. Feels like 90 out there, and it's brought to you by Central Temp Heating, Refrigeration, Air Conditioning. Central Temp is there when you need them. The wind is blowing out at 18 miles an hour to right center field. First pitch is in there for a strike to Brendan Donovan. Donovan turned last night's game on its ear with a grand slam in the 7th inning, putting the Chiefs up 7-6. It was his 2nd home run of the season. Runner at second with nobody out. And that's a swing and a pop fly to left. Castillo is underneath of it. He'll make the catch. And there's 1 gone in the 1st inning. Folks watching on the scoreboard might be a little confused. It says Cougars up 2-0 in the 3rd inning with a 2-2 count on Blake Almond. Wow. Haven't seen that name in a while. Haven't seen the Cougars in a while either. No longer in affiliated baseball. Ball misses up, and it's 1-0 to Pedro Pajes. Pajes 0 for 2 against Adames this season. Waiting on a 1-0 count. Pajes in last night's game knocked in a run with a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Ground ball back to the mound, slowly hit. The only play for Adames is to throw to first to McClanahan, who drags the toe on the base for the out. Down to third goes Torres. Rattlers defense looks like this. The outfield left to right. You've got Castillo, Rodriguez, and Luano. The infield third to first. You've got Coca, Hamilton, Cantrell, and McClanahan. Rios is catching, and on the hill, it's Fracey Adames, 2-0 with a 3.94 earned run average. 5 games, 2 starts, 13 walks, 13 strikeouts for Adames this year. The 2-2 pitch, or the first pitch, is a ball, and it's 1-0 to Brady Whalen. Whalen homered in the first inning last night. Grounded out twice, popped out once, and walked once. The 1-0 to the switch hitting Whalen is in the dirt and to the backstop, and that's going to score Torres, and the Chiefs have taken a 1-0 lead. On the wild pitch by Adames as he just tried to load up on that 1-0 pitch, and there was no chance for Rios to stop it. So it's 2-0 to Whalen with the bases empty, and scoreboard is back to normal now. There you go. 2 outs, base is empty. And the 2-0 pitch to Whalen. A little bit low and away, and it's 3-0. Rattlers will play from behind here tonight, just as they did last night. That's a strike, and it's 3-1. That's hit well to right center field, and Whalen has just hit another first inning home run, and that one leaves the ballpark. It's 2-0 Peoria on a long, deep home run by Brady Whalen. His 4th of the season, his 3rd against Wisconsin this year. He was swinging, and that 3-1 pitch got deposited back in the wetlands. So the Chiefs, well, they were up 2-0 after 1 last night. Francisco Hernandez now batting. Ooh. I almost don't want to see the velocity and distance on that one, but I'm going to get it. 455 feet on that home run by Whalen. Ball up to Hernandez. Adames trying to find his way back here. There's his strike. That's a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 2-2. Boy, 455 feet. Saw Joey Votto hit one out that way. There's a ball down low back in 2004 when he was with the Dayton Dragons. That was before we had that back wall and that Mohican North Star party deck out there. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's a called ball 4. And the Chiefs inning will continue to Chandler Redmond. Yeah, Votto hit one out past the light pole in right center, and it was one of the longest home runs I've seen until that Brady Whalen blast. Runner at first, 2 out, and here's Redmond. Redmond facing Adames for the first time this season. Takes a ball low and in, and it's 1-0. And Adames really fighting it here. in this first inning. He got the second out, but then he threw the wild pitch and trying to find his way through this first inning. You get the Rattler bats going against Ralston in the bottom of the first. There's a swing and a miss as Redmond tried to load up on that and missed it. It's 1-1. 20th pitch of the inning for Adames. That home run is the 4th that he has allowed this year. It's the 33rd allowed in 28 games by Wisconsin pitchers. The 1-1. There's a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. 2-0 Chiefs lead it. The 1-2 from Adames. Up and away, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one got the outside corner looking, and that'll do it for the Chiefs in the first. They do get 2 runs on 2 hits with 1 left aboard. Half inning in the books. Peoria 2, Rattlers coming up on WNAM. Bottom of the first inning is here. The Rattlers taking on Jack Ralston. Ralston, drafted by the Cardinals in the 7th round of the 2019 draft out of UCLA. He was 11-1 with 110 strikeouts and 101 in the 3rd innings pitched in his final season at UCLA. He is coming off of his best start as a pro. Picked up the win in Game 2 of a doubleheader at Beloit back on May 29th. He pitched 6 shutout innings, allowed 2 hits, walked 1, and struck out 9. Chiefs were up 11-0 when Ralston left the game. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to David Hamilton. Going into the bottom of the 7th inning, Ralston turned it over to the bullpen, and the Snappers scored 9 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, which in a doubleheader game is basically the bottom of the 9th. Ball outside to Hamilton, and it's 1-1. That would have been a heck of a game to take a no decision on. Ralston 1-2 this season. It was his first High A Central League win. He was 1-0 in the New York Penn League back in 2019. Ball down low, and it's 2-1. Hamilton had a night of rest last night, back in lineup today. I needed some rest after watching him steal 6 bases. In Game 1 of this series on Tuesday, or on Wednesday night, excuse me, in Game 2. The 2-1. Hamilton tried to check. He did, and it's 3-1 to the Rattlers shortstop. Umpire lineup tonight brought to you by Huber Law Offices of Neenah, 725-6966. Plate umpire is A.J. Chalk. Mitch Traziak is the arbiter on the base paths. Crowd starting to fill in a little bit in the shade tonight. 3-1, low and away, and Hamilton draws the walk. And that will bring up Jason Koka. Koka, a late addition to the Rattlers lineup today. I see Corey Howell is here. Corey over coaching first base today. He arrived at the ballpark about 6:30 today after dealing with a family situation, but just gets the night off tonight. as Jason Koka replaced him in the lineup and at third base. And a strike on the outside corner to Koka, and it's 0-1. Good to see Corey back here at the lineup, or at the ballpark today. The 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch is swung and fouled off at the plate by Koka, and Hamilton, who has 19 stolen bases, has to go back to first. Delvin Zinn of South Bend has 20 stolen bases, but he has just started his suspension from the brawl with Fort Wayne last week. They have done rolling suspensions with South Bend and Fort Wayne the last few days. Here's the 0-2. There goes Hamilton again. It's a ball off the outside corner. The ball pops away from Pages. And with Hamilton running, that will be his 20th stolen base of the season. So the Rattlers with a runner in scoring position and a 1-2 count on Koka here. Yeah, the umpire lineup tonight was brought to you by Huber Law Offices of Neenah. 725-6966. Rattlers wearing those Udder Tuggers jerseys tonight. They'll be wearing them through Sunday. Ball down low, and it's 2-2 to Koka. Ralston started against the Rattlers on May 11th. He allowed 2 runs on 5 hits with no walks and 6 strikeouts over 4 innings for a no decision. But in that game, he threw 68 pitches in those 4 innings. Two, Koka ready. And there's a ground ball to the right side, fielded by the shortstop Castillo on the right side of second base. Throw to first is in time to get Koka, and Hamilton moves to third. All right, here comes Javon Ward working on a 12-game hitting streak. Hit his first home run of the season last night. It was Ward's first home run since the second to last game of the 2019 season. If you remember back, the Rattlers were in Quad Cities, and Ward hit a home run on the first pitch of the game. On that Sunday before Labor Day, he'll take a breaking ball down low, and it's 0-1. Ward was 1 for 3 in that ball game against Ralston back in May. One for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Hamilton's at third in the 0-1 pitch. Ward chops it foul, and it came back up and got him. Javon, 12-game hitting streak. A home run and 13 RBI. He's got that batting average up to 328, which is second in the league behind Wallner of Cedar Rapids, who's hitting 333. The 0-2, infield in for the Chiefs, by the way. And that's outside a ball, and it's 1-2. 2-0, Peoria leads it. They scored on a wild pitch and a solo home run in the first inning. Hamilton walked, stole second, moved to third on the grounder, and now the 1-2 pitch to Ward. Ground ball slowly hit up the first baseline. It's going to cross foul, and it's still 1-2. Hamilton was coming home on it. Has to go back to third base. Our contestant tonight in the pick and save of the game is Lisa Dobizel of De Pere. If a Rattler pitcher gets a save tonight, Lisa wins a gift card from Pick and Save. Another 1-2 pitch is due to Ward. And he foul tipped that one, just barely staying alive, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 again. Swing and a miss, went away, and Ward couldn't catch up to it. Ralston gets the strikeout, and that's the second out of the inning. It'll be up to LG Castillo to try to get at least Hamilton home from third. The Chiefs' defense tonight looks like this. The outfield left to right, you've got Redmond, Reichenborn, and Torres. The infield third to first, Hernandez, Castillo, Donovan, and Whalen. Pajes is catching, and on the hill, it's Jack Ralston. Right-hander to LG, who takes a ball in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Blocked nicely by Pajes. Castillo last night, 2 for 4, single, stolen base, run scored. He hit a ball last night in the 5th inning that got out to Chamberlain in left in a hurry, and Chamberlain actually fell down after making the catch. LG's been making some very solid contact. Hope you got a chance to hear him on the post-game podcast last night. It's still up there on SoundCloud. The 1-0 to Castillo. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. LG did not face Ralston in that game back in May. Rattlers did pretty well with 2 outs last night. They scored 5 runs with 2 outs. Swinging a foul off, and it's 1-2. Howell had a 2-out single. 2-run double by Dillard. Lujano tied the game in the 7th with a 2-out RBI single, and then it was Rodriguez with the 2-out RBI single in the 8th that provided the winning margin. Castillo lays off a breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 2-2. 2-0. Peoria leads the Rattlers. The 2-2. Ground ball towards short. Picked by Castillo, and that retires Castillo. 6-3 on the putout. Rattlers strand Hamilton at third. We're through 1, Peoria 2, Rattlers 0 on your home for Timber Rattlers baseball, WNAM. Fireworks after the game tomorrow. It's a 6:35 start time. Plus, kids are on the bases after the fireworks. And let's not forget that tomorrow, a couple of giveaways. There is a stress cow giveaway from Milk Source to the first 500 kids. And then for the first 1,000 adults, it's a can koozie giveaway from Fleet Farm. That's coming up when the Rattlers take on Peoria tomorrow, 6:35. Tickets available. Order online. Ticket office will be open tomorrow. 2-0 Peoria going to the top of the 2nd inning, and it will be Castillo, Richardson, and Reichenborn here. Swinging a foul back, and it's 0-1 from Adames to Castillo. Both pitchers found themselves in pretty similar situations in the 1st inning. Runner at third with 2 outs. Swinging a foul off, and it's 0-2 now to Castillo. Adames threw a wild pitch and gave up a home run. Ralston got a ground out to get out of the inning. Breaking ball up and away, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball stays high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adames just trying to get settled on that mound. Now the wind in the deal. And he missed low and away, and it's 3-2. We went with the changeup. And he's gone from 0-2 to 3-2 on 3 pitches here. Gets the sign from Rios and the payoff pitch. Low, he walked him, and Adames with that fastball at 92, but it was low and away. And that's a leadoff walk to start the second. Here comes Zade Richardson. Rattlers kind of need Adames to go a little deeper into this ball game today. After the 2-inning start by Victor Castaneda last night, Rattlers got all they could out of Brady Shanuel last night. 3 1/3 innings for Brady. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Richardson. Hope you heard Matt Erickson's comments on Shanuel last night. They sent him out for a 4th inning to hopefully get through that 6th last night, but just couldn't quite get past the first out. Fouled off on a breaking ball. That's a good changeup, and it's 0-2 to Richardson. Runner at first with nobody out in the second. Swinging a high fly ball right center field. On the move, Rodriguez, and that ball's into the Rattler bullpen. It's a 2-run homer for Richardson, and it's 4-0 Peoria. It looked like Adames didn't want to fall behind. Or he didn't want to get into the same situation he did with Castillo on the previous at-bat where he was up 0-2 and then wound up walking Castillo. He got ahead 0-2 on Richardson, and Richardson launches one to the Rattler bullpen. That's a hot shot up the middle, and that's a base hit for Reichenborn. He's going to turn first and hold on right there. So here's John Torres. We're back around to the top. Nobody out in the second, and Adames facing Torres, who launched an 0-2 pitch to the wall in right center his last time up. Scored on the wild pitch. He's going to chase one low and away, and it's 0-1. Well, we've had a 12-11 and an 8-7 game the last 2 nights. There goes the runner, pitches low. Rios' throw to second is in time to get him. Good throw by Kekai. And Reichenborn is out 2-4 for the first out of the inning. Rios with a strong throw to second. That's the first out of the inning. That's a ball a little bit low, and it's 2-0. Ground ball to the right side. That's going to sneak through for Torres. That's his second hit. And there's one out and one on, and here comes Brendan Donovan, who flew out to Castillo back in the first inning. Ball in there, a strike, and it's 0-1 to Donovan. For nothing Peoria, 1 on and 1 out. Check swing down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Long way to go in this one, folks, so hold on. The 1-1. In the dirt, that's going to get to the backstop. Rios can't find it. Torres is around second with a big turn, but he'll hold on there. Another wild pitch on Adames, and it's 2-1 to Donovan. Runner at second, 1 away. Adames just looks like he's really overthrowing some pitches here today. Just trying to minimize the damage here. His 2-1 to Donovan. In there is strike, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 fouled off, and that one got a piece of Donovan, and it's 2-2 still. 4-0 Peoria. We're in the top of the second inning. Plate umpire A.J. Chalk is going to give Donovan a chance to regroup here. Adames from the stretch. Golly, that was close, and it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to first. It's a fair ball behind the bag. McClanahan has it and will take it himself for the second out. Down to third goes Torres. 2 away for Pajes. Pajes had that little tapper out in front of the plate. That actually helped set up the first run for the Chiefs. The only play for Adames was first base. And then with Whalen at the plate, he threw a wild pitch, and that allowed Torres to score. Ball in there to Pajes with Torres at third, and it's 1-0. That's a little bit away, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 is a little bit outside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Pajes on the 3-0. takes ball 4, and Adames with his third walk of the game, second of the inning. And here comes Brady Whalen, and here comes Iran Burgos, the Rattlers pitching coach, heading out to the mound to find out what's up with Fracey Adames. And while that's going on, let's remind you that the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers have a lot of those theme night ticket packages coming up in 2021. First one is coming up on June 22nd for Pride Night. Use promo code PRIDE when you order through the Timber Rattlers website and receive a Timber Rattlers Pride shirt and a ticket to the game for $25. The deadline to order is June 9th. More great theme night ticket packages coming up this season. Uper Day, Brattoberfest, both coming up in September. Seinfeld Night in July. Girls Night Out in July. Margaritaville Night coming up July 9th. Check the Rattlers website for all of the theme night ticket packages, and what you get, it's more than just a ticket. There's little add-ons. Check the promo codes as well. Here's Brady Whalen. 4-0 Peoria in the second. First and third with 2 out. And Whalen takes a breaking ball strike, and it's 0-1. That's hit well down the right field line. That ball is going to be a fair ball. 3-run homer for Whalen, and it's 7-0 Peoria. Fastball about letter high, and Whalen got around on it and ripped it down the right field line and was able to keep it fair. And Whalen with 2 homers and 4 RBI in the first 2 at-bats tonight. Torres and Pajes both score in front of Whalen. And the Rattlers down 7-0 on 3 homers tonight. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Francisco Hernandez drew a walk back in the first inning. Ball up, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. He chased the changeup down low and away, and it's 1-2. The inning started, remember, with Adames up 0-2 on Castillo, and then wound up walking him on 4 straight. Fly ball, right center field. Rodriguez starts in, now has to go back a little bit. He'll make the catch, and the inning comes to an end. 5-run score on 3, make that 4 hits. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Peoria 7 and the Rattlers 0 on WNAM. Bottom of the second inning is here. Rattlers down 7-0, but very early here in this one is Carlos Rodriguez. 0 for 4 against Ralston this season with 3 strikeouts. Rodriguez with a big hit last night in the 8th inning. Takes the ball up, and it's 1-0. Rodriguez lifts that one to left field, but it's right to where Redmond had him played, and there is 1 away in the Rattlers' second inning. 7-0. Peoria leads it. Got a chance to get on the show before the show podcast with Sam Dykstra and Ben Hill. It's kind of weird to be the guy getting asked the questions instead of asking the questions. Always good to talk a little Udder Tuggers and Timber Rattlers baseball. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Chad McClanahan. McClanahan 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Ralston this season. Three fielders to the right of second as Ralston misses low, and it's 1-1. You know what? Peoria came back on the Rattlers after Wisconsin had a 7-0 lead down there, so time for a little retribution. As the 1-1 pitch, swinging a pulled foul ball up the first baseline, and it's 1-2. The way the wind is blowing today, too, 7 runs is nothing. But Ralston, a pretty good pitcher. Tall right-hander, peers in over the glove, gets the sign from Pajes, and the 1-2 to McClanahan. Bounced that one a couple of feet in front of home plate, and it's 2-2. That's low, and it's 3-2 to McClanahan. Chad did not play in last night's ball game. Was 1 for 3 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored on Wednesday night. It's been his only appearance in the series. So a 3-2 pitch is due, and McClanahan pops it foul back out of play, and it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on for McClanahan. Rattlers need some base runners early here. Start chipping away at that deficit. Peoria, remember, they were down 6-2 last night and then scored 5 runs in the 6th. Took a 7-6 lead, and then the Rattlers rallied late. The 3-2 to McClanahan from Ralston. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the second strikeout for Ralston. And there are 2 gone here in the Rattlers' second for Hayden Cantrell. Cantrell last night walked and scored in the second inning, was officially 0 for 3 in the game. And he'll take a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. That one's down low, and it's 1-1. Cantrell among the league leaders in walks. In the High A Central League, he has 18. Spencer Torkelson and Alex Isola, both with 19 walks. And Cole with Quad Cities has 23. Here's the 1-1 to Cantrell. Up high, and it's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Rios on deck for the Rattlers. Ralston's going to rub that baseball down a little bit. The 2-1. Cantrell waves at that one, and it's 2-2. And you can't get it all back at once here. Cantrell with kind of a big swing, 2-1, and now the 2-2. Swing and a foul tip, and Pages unable to hang on, and it's still 2-2. Yeah, Margaritaville night is coming up in a little over a month. That's always a fun one. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and down goes Cantrell, and the Rattlers go down in order here in the second. We go to the third, 7-0 Peoria on your home for the Rattlers, WNAM. That's Biff spinning the dials back at the WNAM studios tonight. Glad to have you along with us on the radio, on the internet, however you're following Wisconsin Timber Rattlers baseball. We're coming to you tonight from the Lamers Bus Lines broadcast booth. It's 7-0 Peoria, and they've got Redmond, Castillo, and Richardson, 6, 7, and 8 in their lineup coming to the plate. Adames with 54 pitches tonight is going to miss away with that one, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss by Redmond, and it's 1-1. Third inning is here. Time for the High A Central League report with what happened last night, what's going on tonight. First, the 1-1. Ball missed in, and it's 2-1. That's a little bit outside, and it's 3-1 now. That's a strike. Redmond had already flipped the bat away and started to rip the elbow guard off, and now he has to sheepishly walk over and pick up the bat. Little help from the on-deck hitter in Castillo. So a payoff pitch is due from Adonis. And it's a swing and a foul back, and it's 3-2. Action from last night in the High A Central League. Quite the night in Lake County last night. Swinging a foul off the front foot, and it's still 3-2. Captain swept a doubleheader from the Dayton Dragons. In game one, they rallied from a 3-1 deficit. They tied the game with 2 runs in the 5th, and then scored 3 runs on a Will Brennan home run in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2-3 top of the 7th, and it was a 6-3 win. There's a cool ball, and it's ball 4. And down to first base goes Redmond. Third time tonight, the Chiefs have put the leadoff man on board. That'll bring up Moises Castillo, who is down 0-2, drew a walk, and then scored on the home run by Richardson in the 2nd inning. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Castillo. Will Brennan got to play the hero a couple of times for the Captains last night. He also knocked in the lone run of game 2 for the doubleheader sweep with a double in the bottom of the 7th for the walk-off win for the Captains. Breaking ball stays high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Castillo. 7-0 the score here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-1. Low and away, and it's 2-1. South Bend trailed 4-0 at Lansing last night. But as the 2-1 pitch to Castillo, swinging a foul off to right. That has some movement on it there from Adames. And it's 2-2. The Cubs scored 3 in the top of the 8th inning. And then in the top of the 9th, rallied to win it. 2-2. Swinging a foul back again, and it's still 2-2. Back-to-back one-out RBI triples by Bryce Windham and Bradley Beasley put South Bend up 5-4. In the bottom of the 9th inning, with the tying run at second, actually a tying run at third. Popped up foul, right set out of play. South Bend got out of it. South Bend with a 5-4 win. They're at 500 now at 13-13. West Michigan moved to 16-10. Spencer Torkelson homered. Dane Myers homered. Dylan Dingler had a double that knocked in some runs. And then Dingler had a grand slam later in the ball game. 2-2 pitch, low and away, 3-2. West Michigan, a 12-1 win at Great Lakes last night. Great Lakes got a run in the first, and that was it for the night for them. West Michigan 16-10 on the year. 3-2 pitch from Adames, with the Rattlers down 7-0 in the 3rd inning. And that's a ground ball to the right side, might be two. Cantrell, Hamilton, on to McClanahan for the 4-6-3 double play. There you go, that's the double play the Rattlers needed. 2 outs, base is empty for Zade Richardson, who homered to the Rattlers bullpen his last time up. Fort Wayne scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning last night. That put them up 7-1 on Cedar Rapids. The Colonels scored 4 in the 9th on a Leobaldo Cabrera grand slam. The 0-1 stayed high. Ooh, got in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Richardson. But Fort Wayne won it 8-6 last night over the Colonels. One other game last night in the High A Central. It was Beloit at Quad Cities. That's low and away, and it's 1-2. Richardson, remember, hit his home run on an 0-2 pitch from Adames. Beloit with a 7-5 win at Quad Cities last night. Here's the 1-2 from Adames. Inside, and it's 2-2. Dustin Skelton, Troy Johnston hit home runs for the Snappers. Here comes the 2-2. Fouled off to right, and it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it's 7-0 Peoria. We're in the top of the 3rd inning, 2 outs and nobody on. And Adames trying to work through this inning in a scoreless manner. Swinging a high fly ball to left, and that's home run number 4 for the Chiefs, and home run number 2 for Richardson tonight. A 2-2 pitch, and he turned on it and lifted it over the wall in left, and it's now 8-0 Peoria. Rattler bullpen is going to get busy. Well, he got his hands in on that one and got the fat part of the bat on it and hit it well out to left. Fourth home run of the night for Peoria. And it's only the third inning. 1-0 is a swing and a foul off by Reichenborn, and it's 1-1. That win by Beloit, by the way, moved them to 15-12. Moved them to within a game and a half of the top team in the West in Quad Cities. Quad Cities now a Royals affiliate. 2-1, swinging a fly ball center field. Rodriguez is there to make the basket catch about knee-high out there, and the inning comes to an end. Chiefs get a run on a hit. The home run by Richardson makes it 8-0 Peoria. We go to the bottom of the third. Back with what's going on in the High A Central League tonight after this on WNAM. Bottom of the third inning is here, and the Rattlers trail it 8-0. Still looking for their first hit. Rattlers got David Hamilton aboard with a walk to start the bottom of the first inning. Ralston has retired the next 6 batters he's faced, half of them on strikeouts. He's got a ball to Rios, and it's 1-0 to Kekai. The Rattlers catcher takes inside again, and it's 2-0. Action in the High A Central League tonight. See what we got going on. Lake County's up 4-0 on Dayton. Ball low, 3-0. Will Brennan, 2-run double in the third. Ran Rocchio and Michael Mdites with a couple of home runs. 4-0. Lake County leads Dayton in the 8th. That's a ball, and Rios is aboard with leadoff walk on a 4-pitch walk there from Ralston. And Jesus Lujano will bat. Lansing hosting South Bend tonight. And the Lugnuts are up 4-3 on the Cubs. South Bend with 3 in the top of the third, but Lansing came back with 2 in the bottom of the third and added 2 more in the bottom of the 5th. Jake Suttleson with a couple of RBI in that game for Lansing. Of course, Lansing's manager, by the way, as Luano takes a strike and it's 0-1. Former Timber Rattler manager, former Beloit manager, former Clinton manager. Scott Steinman back in the Rattlers League. If you'll remember, Scott Steinman was a player with the Timber Rattlers in the late 90s. He was the hitting coach in 2000 and 2001. The 0-1, Luano takes a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. He was the Timber Rattlers manager in 2005. And now he's in the Oakland organization. Managed in Beloit a few years ago, and now he's managing in Lansing. The 0-2 pitch to Lujano. Swinging a fly ball to right. That ball is going to be caught, and they've got a chance to double the runner off at first, and they didn't get him. Kekai got the foot on the bag with a lunge and then overstepped the base. Had Whalen been able to tag him, I think that would have been an out. Whalen realized that he had the chance to swipe the tag on him. He didn't realize that Kekai went past the base. He let a bad word out too there. Kekai does hustle back, 1 on, 1 out for David Hamilton. And Hamilton pulls one fair inside the first base bag. That's going to get into the corner. Rios is going to go for third, and Hamilton cruises into second. That ball got just out of the reach of Whalen and just inside the first base bag. Whalen was coming off the base and had to lunge back for the ball. And it caught him by surprise. So Wisconsin now with runners at second and third and 1 out for Jason Koka. That will be a double. They're in the 7th in Great Lakes now. On the Sports Medicine Center, High A Central League report tonight. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Koka. Koka grounded out the short his last time up. Line drive to left. That's a base hit. Rios will score. Hamilton is right on his tail. He might catch up to him, and he scores. The ball gets away. Down to second base goes Koka, and the Rattlers on the scoreboard. David Hamilton almost caught Kekai Rios. On that 2-run single to left by Koka. So Koka delivers. Rattlers down 8-2 now. The throw from Redmond was not going to get Hamilton. I was just looking at the replay. Kekai was turning around and he was motioning for Hamilton to get down as he was turning around after crossing home plate, and he didn't realize how close Hamilton was to him. But a 2-run single by Koka. And with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd, the Rattlers within 6 now. And here comes Javad Ward, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Great Lakes just took a 5-4 lead with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning on a Zach Ching 2-run triple. Fouled off at the plate by Ward, and it's 0-2. Ching is also homered in that ball game. And it's 5-4 Great Lakes. That game is moved to the 7th at Dow Diamond. The 0-2 to Ward. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ralston gets his 4th strikeout. And with 2 out and a runner at second and a 2 runs in already, here comes LG Castillo in the cleanup spot tonight. Cedar Rapids and Fort Wayne are tied at 2 in the top of the 7th inning. Colonels have loaded the bases in the 7th inning with 1 out. Ball in the dirt, and Castillo holds off. 1-0 to him. Koka holds at second base. Justin Lopez tied the game in the bottom of the 6th inning with a single and then a throwing error let a run score. Ball pops up the glove of Pajes up the third baseline. And it's 2-0 now to LG Castillo. Quad Cities has a 7-3 lead on Beloit tonight. Tucker Bradley is homered in that one. Vinny Pasquantino has tripled in a run. League leader in homers. Gets his second triple of the season. It's 2-0 to Castillo from Ralston. And LG takes high ball, and it's 3-0. Here tonight, it's 8-2. Peoria leads the Rattlers. Wisconsin on the board on the 2-run single by Coca. Rattlers looking for more. Castillo takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Three balls, one strike, 2 outs. Rattlers down 8-2. Swing and a foul tip, and it's 3-2 now to Castillo. LG grounded out to the shortstop, Castillo. Back in the first inning. Coca, good lead from second. By the way, Coca, with that 2-run single, now has 5 RBI this season. Castillo chases one in the dirt for strike 3, and that's 5 strikeouts for Ralston. We are through 3 innings of play. It's 8-2. Peoria leads the Rattlers on your home for Timber Rattlers baseball, WNAM. Wisconsin's going to go to the bullpen here for the top of the 4th inning, trailing 8-2. John LaRosa is in relief of Fracy Adames. LaRosa replaces Adames, who in 3 innings gave up 8 runs on 7 hits. 4 of the 7 hits were home runs. He walked 4 and struck out 1. 2 of the 4 walks came in to score. LaRosa on for Wisconsin for the 9th time this season. No record, no saves. 11 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 12 runs on 10 hits with 10 walks and 15 strikeouts. And the hard-throwing right-hander out of New York State, University of Hartford, is ready. Torres, first pitch swinging, fouls it off, and it's 0-1 to start the 4th inning. Torres has doubled and singled. He's scored 2 runs tonight. The 0-1, down low from LaRosa, former Independent League pitcher, signed by the Brewers. Working 1-1. That's a breaking ball strike, and it's 1-2. Torres kind of backed out of the way of that one, or wanted to, and then realized, whoops, it's going to break over the heart of the plate. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and LaRosa goes with the slider and gets the strikeout. 1 gone in the 4th. It's the 4th inning. Time for the Brewers Farm Report, brought to you by Greenstone Farm Credit Services. See what's going on with the Brewers organization tonight. First pitch to Donovan, though. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. He's going to take a ball up and away, and it's 1-0. Brewers won last night. They beat the Diamondbacks 7-4 at home. Jackie Bradley Jr., Christian Yelich, Luis Urias, and Avisail Garcia all homered for the Brewers. Check swing, and Donovan went around, and it's 1-1. The home run by Yelich was a 3-run shot in the third inning that put the Brewers out in front. Devin Williams and Josh Hader closed it out. So Brent Suter picked up the win. 1-1. Donovan takes a strike, and it's 1-2. Nashville won 15-4 at Charlotte for their 15th win in a row. 21-5 on the season now for the Sounds. Up and away, and it's 2-2. La Rosa, hard-throwing right-hander. Toiled in the independent leagues for a couple of years before the Brewers saw him and signed him. 2-2 pitch. Bounced that one in low, and it's 3-2. Jace Peterson, actually I take that back. That ball hit Donovan, and he's aboard on the hit batsman. One on in the fourth for Pedro Pages. Pages has walked, grounded out, and scored tonight. Jace Peterson hit 2 homers, knocked in 4 for Nashville last night. Sounds hitters also drew 14 walks in that game. Fouled off, taking on the Charlotte Knights, the White Sox AAA affiliate. Crowd react. That one hit the light tower and come back down. Get it. The 0-1. Missed high to Pages, and it's 1-1. 8-2 your score. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Runner at first with one down. La Rosa into the game here in the fourth and gets a swing and a miss at 93, and it's 1-2. Yeah, Nashville was 6-5 heading into a series with Gwinnett. Swept that series. Then they went to Columbus, swept that series, and now they've won the first 3 games of the series at Charlotte. Fouled off, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes to Pages. For the record, that's Gwinnett, the Padres, or the Braves affiliate in AAA. Columbus is Cleveland's AAA affiliate. And they're taking on Charlotte, the White Sox AAA affiliate. 1-2 to Pages. Strike 3 looking, and that's strikeout number 2 for La Rosa. Pages thought it was low, but that was a breaking ball. It might have been caught low, but it crossed the plate at the knees for strike 3. So 2 outs, and here's Brady Whalen, who's got 2 homers and 4 RBI in his first 2 at-bats tonight. Hit a solo shot with 2 outs in the first, a 3-run shot with 2 outs in the second, and here in the fourth, he takes a strike from La Rosa, and it's 0-1. Double-A Biloxi took a 9-6 loss at Montgomery last night. Oh no, did he do it again? That is a 3-homer game for Brady Whalen, as he just hit one to the party deck in right center field, and that's a 3-homer game for Whalen with 6 RBI. Wow. That is a night for Brady Whalen. A 3-homer game for Whalen. And there was no doubt on that one. Hit that one off the back wall and it bounded back into the field of play. 10-2 Peoria. We're in the fourth. They have hit 5 home runs tonight. 3 by Whalen, 2 by Richardson, and that one came right in, and Hernandez had to get out of the way. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Up and in, and it's ball 4, and the inning will continue to Chandler Redmond. That last home run off the bat of Brady Whalen left the bat at 106 miles an hour. It went 422 feet. Ball outside, and it's 1-0 to Redmond. Yeah, last night, Shuckers lost 9-6 at Montgomery. The Biscuits scored 6 runs in the third, added a run in the fourth, and they were up 7-0. Breaking ball strike, and it's 1-1 now to Redmond, who has walked and struck out tonight. Both of those at-bats were against the Adamas. That's a big swing and a miss. One-two on the way. That's a ball low, and it's 2-2. Carolina got rained out in a home doubleheader with Down East last night. It was the second straight day. The Mudcats and the Wood Ducks had been rained out down at Five County Stadium in Zebulon. 2-2 Redmond takes a ball in, and it's 3-2 now. Runner goes, pitch is popped up. Nobody sees it. And now here comes Rodriguez, overrunning it, leaping back and making the catch to end the inning. Coca and Hamilton both kind of stood on the infield wondering what was going on, and thankfully Rodriguez came flashing in, actually overran it, and made the catch to end the inning. 2 runs score on 1 hit. Brady Whalen's 3rd home run of the game. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Peoria 10 and the Rattlers 2 on WNAM. Ball high to Carlos Rodriguez, who made that play to end the top of the 4th inning. The 1-0, 10-2. Peoria leads the Rattlers. They have scored in every inning. They have homered in every inning. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1 to Rodriguez. 3-1 now. That's a high fly ball, left field. Redmond has it. And there's one gone in the Rattler half of the fourth inning. See what's going on around the Brewers system here tonight. Brought to you by Greenstone Farm Credit Services. I'm also trying to do a little research here. I know we're not the Midwest League anymore, but the last time a Midwest leaguer hit 4 home runs in a game was Will Benson with Lake County against South Bend in 2019. There's a called strike to Chad McClanahan, and it's 0-1. I seem to remember a Peoria Chief having a 3-homer game against the Rattlers when the team was a Mariners affiliate. Is that Ryan Flaherty? Called strike, and it's 0-2 to McClanahan. Ball down low. Ryan Harvey, that's who it was. The 1-2 to McClanahan. In a little bit low, and it's 2-2. 10-2 the score. Peoria leads the Rattlers here tonight. Ralston at 63 pitches. It's the bottom of the fourth. He didn't get out of the fourth, or he didn't pitch past the fourth against the Rattlers in that start back in May. His 2-2 to McClanahan. Fouled up the first baseline, and it's still 2-2. Yeah, Ryan Harvey had a 3-homer game against the Rattlers down at Dozer Park on April 18th, 2005. That's a ball high, and McClanahan has worked it full. Look out inside, and McClanahan gets the walk. That's the third walk issued by Ralston. And Hayden Cantrell will bat. Earlier today in game 1 of a doubleheader on the Greenstone Farm Credit Services Brewers Farm Report, Carolina beat Down East 6-5 the final. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Cantrell. Carolina was actually up 4-0 in that ball game, but Down East scored 3 times in the 6th and then twice in the 7th to take a 5-4 lead. Outside corner of strike, and it's 0-2 to Cantrell with McClanahan at first base. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Joe Gray Jr. led off the inning with a home run to tie it. 5-5. 8th home run of the season for Gray. Ball high, and it's 1-2 to Cantrell. Ernesto Martinez singled. There was a force play, a walk, and then Ashton McGee doubled to right to score the winning run, 6-5. Carolina won game one of their doubleheader with Down East. The 1-2 to Cantrell, swinging a ground ball foul up the first baseline. And it's still 1-2 to Cantrell. Game two, they're in the bottom of the fifth inning right now. And the Wood Ducks are leading the Mudcats 3-0. Down East scoring 3 runs in the second inning of that ball game. Off of Cruz. As Cantrell waits on the 1-2. Pulled foul again this time up the first baseline, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes. Biloxi was up 1-0 in their game at Montgomery. They got a first inning RBI single from Bryce Terang to go up 1-0 over the Biscuits. The 1-2 to Cantrell here. Up high, and it's 2-2. But Montgomery scored 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth. They're up 6-1. That game has moved to the 7th inning tonight. And we have a final. Charlotte beat Nashville 1-0. Sounds had just 2 hits in their game tonight. Ball up and away, and it's 3-2. Aaron Ashby gave up 1 unearned run, struck out 11 in 7 innings, gave up just 2 hits, and took the loss. 1-0 Charlotte beat Nashville, and the Sounds' 15-game winning streak comes to an end. 3-2 pitch. Cantrell rips that one foul to the berm down the right field line. And it's full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Clanahan edges away from first, and the 3-2 pitch to Cantrell is a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's 6 strikeouts for Ralston. 2 away in the 4th, and here comes Kekai Rios, who walked and scored back in the 3rd inning. Boy, Ashby, it looks like, pitched a great game tonight. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 unearned run, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts. The lone run scored in the 4th inning of that ball game. Rios takes a ball, and it's 1-0. Zach Green committed an error to let Adam Engel score. And with 1 out, Engel stole second, stole third, and scored on a ground out. That's how the unearned run scored in that game. Fouled off to the on-deck circle of the Chiefs on the first base slide. And it's 1-1. The big league club tonight on the Greenstone Farm Credit Services Brewers Farm Report. They're up 4-0 through 5 at Miller Park. At American Family Fields in Milwaukee. 4-0 Brewers lead the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Daniel Vogelbach is homered, his 4th of the season. Jackie Bradley Jr. knocked in a run with a force out, and Omar Narvaez with a 2-run double, or a double that scored 2 runs. Seems like there was an error on the play, or 2 errors on the play. And it's 4-0 Brewers. Going to the 6th, Freddie Peralta has a good thing going, and we'll get to it when we come back for the 5th inning as Rios is down on strikes. 7 strikeouts for Ralston. 4 complete, 10-2 Peoria on your home for Timber Rattlers baseball, WNAM. Udder Tuggers weekend continues tomorrow. It's a 6:35 start time with the Rattlers and the Peoria Chiefs. Fireworks after the ball game. with Wisconsin and Peoria tomorrow night. Fireworks tonight after the ball game. We've had plenty of fireworks during the ball game. Unfortunately, it's all belonged to the Chiefs. They have 5 home runs tonight, 3 by Brady Whalen, and there are 2 by Zaid Richardson. Swing and a miss. The only run for the Chiefs that is not scored on a home run is when Torres scored on a wild pitch in the first inning. La Rosa to Castillo, 0-1. There's a strike and it's 0-2. Brewers up 4-0 at American Family Field tonight. Freddie Peralta has not allowed a hit through 5 1/3 innings. He has struck out 8. Make that 9 for Freddie. He's walked 2. He's on that streak of strikeouts or games with more than 7 strikeouts to start a season. Past that already, and it's just into the 6th. Brewers with that win yesterday, 30-26. Ball missed outside, and it's 1-2. One, two. La Rosa came up and in, and it's 2-2 now. Big cut and a miss. And that's strikeout number 3 for La Rosa. Freddie worked a 1-2-3-6. He's at 91 pitches through 6 innings. He has not allowed a hit yet. Ball misses 1-0 to Richardson. Richardson. Two-run homer in the second. Solo homer in the third. Both were against Adames, and he's going to take a strike here, and it's 1-1. So Freddie working on something special, but it might be up to the bullpen to try to finish it off, and that 1-1 pitch came inside and hit Richardson. And that's the second hit batsman by La Rosa. So 1 on with 1 out for Tyler Reichenborn. Seinfeld night is coming on Friday, July 30th. Kenny Banya will be rolling into town. Use promo code Seinfeld for a ticket to the game, access to the club buffet for 90 minutes beginning at the first pitch, 2 beverages and club level, and admission to Steve Hittner's post-game stand-up set with a Q&A session, all for $49. Ball misses to Reichenborn, and it's 1-0. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Top of the 5th inning, it's 10-2 Peoria. I keep bringing up the Midwest League for records, and this is no longer the Midwest League. This is the High A Central. Ball missed in at 93 from La Rosa, and it's 2-1 to Reichenborn. Runner at first with one out. And there's activity in the Rattlers bullpen. I think that's Armand Saburi. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it's 2-2. Well, Saburi is the only left-hander on the active roster, so that's got to be him, right? Ball misses, and it's full now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Line drive to right center field. On the move and making the catch is Lujano. That'll retire Reichenborn, and there are two gone here in the fifth. Still 10-2 in favor of the Chiefs. And here comes Iran Burgos out. Going to try to talk this over with Torres, or before Torres steps to the plate. Yeah, Saburi, the product of Cal Berkeley loosening in the pen. I think the Rattlers would really like to see La Rosa get through this inning, and then they can bring Saburi in for the sixth. And by the way, the sixth inning is the Juniper Pools home run contest, or home run inning. The jackpot is up to $350. Paul Feil is our contestant tonight. If a Rattler homers in the sixth inning tonight, Paul wins a $350 gift card from Woodman, or from Juniper Pools. That's low and away on a fastball at 93, and it's 1-0. Torres has doubled, singled, struck out, and scored 2 runs tonight. Look out, that one's to the backstop. Richardson will take second. Two and 0 to Torres. Fouled off. Pretty good speed on that one again. 93 from La Rosa. So it's 2-1 to Torres. Former Cleveland farmhand, came over to the Cardinals and is a top prospect in their organization. Going to take a ball low, and it's 3-1 now. Swing and a miss. Torres couldn't quite catch up to that one, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 4, and that one missed low and in at 92. So a hit batsman and a walk have put 2 on with 2 out for Brendan Donovan. And Matt Erickson is going to come out, and that will be all for La Rosa tonight. And so Saburi will face Donovan here. The left-hand batter facing the left-hand pitcher. La Rosa gets an inning and 2/3 tonight. Gives up one hit, but it was the 2-run homer by Whalen. Hit 2, walked 2, struck out 3. Plus threw a wild pitch, and he is still responsible for the runners at first and second as Sabori is into the ballgame. A chat with Kekai Rios behind on the plate on the mound before he starts throwing some warm-up tosses. Let's remind you that the Brats are back in town a couple of times this year, but Brattoberfest is going to be Friday, September 10th. Use your promo code BRAT. You'll receive a ticket to game, admission to Beer Fest in the Brews on 3rd area of the ballpark, 2 beers, and a beer stein for $25. I have to comment on Armand Sabori's choice of walk-up music, and we'll do that after 10 seconds for station identification. This is Timber Rattlers Baseball. That's Biff spinning the dials back at the WNAM studios tonight. Glad to have you along with us on the radio, on the internet, however you're following Timber Rattlers Baseball. This broadcast coming to you from the Lamers Bus Lines broadcast booth inside Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. 10-2, Peoria leads it. The Chiefs with 2 on and 2 out, with Brendan Donovan coming to the plate to face Armand Sabori, who uses Down with the Sickness by Disturbed for his music. And I have to point out that 19 years ago, Juan Donier used that same song for his music. Donier was a pitching prospect in the Mariners organization back in 2002. And there was nothing like Down with the Sickness getting cranked right before a game back in 2002 or in 2021 in Sabori's case. There's a fastball that missed, and it's 0-1 to Donovan. Donovan is 0 for 2. He is flown out, grounded out, and been hit by a pitch. He scored on Whalen's home run in the 4th. Whalen in the hole right now. Pajes is on deck. 2 on, 2 out, and Sabori misses away, and it's 2-0. Sabori is on for the Rattlers for his 9th relief appearance of the season. 0-2, 13 innings, 15 hits, 8 earned runs, 6 walks, and 18 strikeouts. The 2-0 pitch inside, and it's 3-0. Sabori's going to take a little walk off the back of the mound here. Try to clear it out and come back in with this 3-0 pitch to Donovan. Here he comes, and it's a strike on the outside corner. 2 outs, 2 on. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The 3-1. Swinging a foul straight back, and it's 3-2. Peoria has scored in every inning through the first 4. We're in the 5th. They have 2 on and 2 out. And Sabori trying to keep them off the scoreboard here. The Rattlers will have Lujano, Hamilton, and Coca coming up in the bottom of the 5th. The 3-2 from Sabori. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. around third and heading for home. The throw is going to come into second. It'll be an RBI single for Donovan as Richardson scores, and it's 11-2 Peoria. Around to third goes Torres. Donovan knocks in another run. That's his 11th of the season. That's his 8th against the Rattlers this year. Now here's Pages, who is 0 for 2 with a ground out, a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. That one missed, and it's 1-0 to Pages. Sabori, his last outing. He's in there with a strike, and it's 1-1. Was on the second against Peoria. He went an inning and 2/3. He gave up 4 runs on 6 hits with a walk and a couple of strikeouts. He's got first and third with 2 out. And he's in with a strike, and it's 1-2. Sabori's 1-2 pitch. Low and in, and it's 2-2. And Sabori was on the mound, ready to go, and then stepped off and grabbed a handful of dirt. Looks into Rios for the sign, and the 2-2 pitch. Inside and low, and he's gone full for the second batter in a row. Threw a breaking ball in on Pages. So it's a full count. Donovan will be on the move from first. The 3-2 pitch. Gonna have to wait. Pages asks for time. Freddie Peralta with a 1-2-3 7th inning. No hitter through 7 down at American Family Field for Peralta and the Brewers. Sabori's 3-2 pitch coming home now, and it's swung and flown to right. Playable for Lujano. He'll make the catch, and the inning comes to an end. Chiefs get a run on 1 hit with 2 left aboard. Halfway home in this one, it's 11-2 Peoria over the Rattlers on WNAM. Peoria is going to go to the bullpen for the bottom of the 5th inning. Jack Ralston was the starter tonight. He went 80 pitches in 4 innings, 47 strikes, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits with 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. Freddie Pacheco is the new pitcher. Pacheco is on for the 2nd time in this series and 9th time this season. Pacheco, no record, 1 save, 11 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 9 runs on 8 hits with 6 walks and 23 strikeouts. Pacheco appeared in Game 1 of this series and worked a scoreless 8th inning with a walk, a strikeout, and a double play ball. That was the game the Rattlers won 3-0. Pacheco, a right-hander. It'll be Lujano to lead it off against Pacheco. Jesus 0 for 1 against Ralston. He'll take a strike here, and it's 0-1. Look out. Lujano just kind of. Pacheco's going to go out, or Pacheco's going to get a visit from Pajes here. And Pajes just pats him on the shoulder and says, forget about it, man. The 1-1 to Lujano. Swinging a fight back foul to the top of the net behind home plate, and it's 1-2. Rattlers down 11-2. They've been out hit 9-2. Chiefs with 5 home runs tonight. 3 for Whalen, 2 for Richardson. Fouled back by Lujano again to the top of the screen behind home plate, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch to the left-hand hitting Lujano is high, and it's 2-2 from Pacheco. 92 on that one for the right-handed Pacheco. 5'11", 221 pounds out of Venezuela. His 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Eight strikeouts for Peoria pitching tonight. And that'll bring up David Hamilton. Hamilton's been on base twice tonight. Walked and stole a base in the first, doubled and scored in the third. Ball in the dirt. And it's 1-0 to Hamilton. Up high, 2-0. Hamilton will try to work it. Rattlers down 11-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Ball high, 3-0. Rattlers have had some chances tonight to put some runs on the board. Six at bats with runners in scoring position. There's a ball in, and it's ball 4. And that's the second time Hamilton will walk down to first base. So here comes Jason Coca, who's knocked in the only 2 Rattler runs of the game tonight. Coca's grounded out the short. He had that 2-run single in the third. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. Coca batting from the left side against the right-hand pitching Pacheco. Coca ready. So is Pacheco. And there's a line drive to left. Redmond, it's over his head and it's off the wall. Around for third is Hamilton. He's going to score. And the Rattlers are within 11-3 on Coca's third RBI of the night. That's an RBI double for Jason Coca. He's just doubled his RBI total for the year. And here comes Javon Ward working on his hitting streak. He is at 12 games right now. Javon taking his time getting in the batter's box. Ward swings through that one, and it's 0-1. Javon 0 for 2 against Ralston with a couple of strikeouts. Coca away from second, still only one out in the inning. That's a ball inside. It went off the umpire, and then it deflects out in front of the plate. Didn't get to the backstop, so Coca has to hold at second base. 1-1 to Ward. Javon had that home run last night, also doubled last night, scored the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th inning. He'll take a ball off the outside corner here, and it's 2-1. Rattlers down 11-3 now. As the 2-1 pitch. Low, and it's 3-1 to Javon. Ward entered play today hitting .328. Second in the Midwest League in hitting. Behind the Colonel's Matt Wallner. The 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul straight back, and it's 3-2. Javon had a pretty good cut at that one and came up empty. Or I should say, fouled it straight back. Pacheco looks back at second, now looks in at the plate. There goes Coca, and there goes a line drive to left center field. That's going to get down for extra bases for Ward. Coca will score. Javon will turn second and hold on there with an RBI double that moves his hitting streak to 13 games. So back-to-back RBI doubles by Coca and Ward, and the Rattlers are down 11-4 in the 5th inning. And that is going to bring a visit from Rick Herrig, the pitching coach for the Peoria Chiefs, who are up 7 in the 5th inning. They were up 11-2 in this game. It will be LG Castillo to bat. And meanwhile, down in Milwaukee, Freddie Peralta's no-hit bid comes to an end with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Nick Ahmed with a single. Breaks up that no-hit bid. It came after a Josh Reddick walk. And the Diamondbacks now with runners at the corners and 1 out, and the Brewers are going to go to the bullpen as Freddie threw 109 pitches over 7 1/3 shutout innings. Had 9 strikeouts. LG batting with a runner at second in Javon Ward. And he will take a ball inside, and it's 1-0. Castillo 0 for 2 tonight. He has grounded out to short and struck out. The 1-0. LG had a cut and fouled it straight back, and it's 1-1. Boy, Javon Ward. There were times in 2019 when he struggled, but there were times when he had some amazing games. And he has put more amazing games together so far at the start of the 2021 season. 13-game hitting streak. Great to see for Javon. 1-1. Check swing on a pitch, and LG went around, and he can't believe it. LG kind of turned into that pitch, but pulled the bat back, and plate umpire A.J. Chalk says strike 2. LG would love to have that one back. All right, 1-2 pitch on the way. Ward away from second. Pacheco's pitch is on the outside corner for a called third strike, and that's the second strikeout for Pacheco, and there are 2 away here in the 5th. It's 11-4. Peoria leads Wisconsin. By the way, Brady Whalen is due to lead off the 6th inning for the Chiefs. He's got 3 homers tonight and 6 RBI. Ball missed inside, and it's 1-0 to Rodriguez. Carlos has flown out to left and flown out to center tonight. Low and in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Pacheco behind in the count against Rodriguez, who had that big hit last night. And Rodriguez pops that one up behind third. Hernandez into shallow left, backpedaling, and just reaches out and makes the catch in the webbing of the glove. Rattlers are done in the 5th, but they get 2 runs on 2 hits. Back-to-back RBI doubles by Coca and Ward. And we go to the 6th. 11-4 Peoria over the Rattlers on WNAM. Armand Saboria will flip Brady Whalen around to the right side. Whalen has hit 3 home runs tonight, all left-handed, and all have been monstrous. He hit a 455-foot home run in the 1st inning, a solo shot. He had a 385-footer at 104 miles an hour off the bat in the second inning. He's going to pop that one foul, and it's 1-1. And he hit a 422-foot shot off of the back wall of the boardwalk at 106 miles an hour in the fourth inning. We're in the sixth now, and Sabori gets a ground ball to short. Hamilton on to first in time, and Whalen retired for the first time tonight. Sixth inning is here. It's time for this date in Appleton professional baseball history. June 4th, 1940. The Appleton Papermakers rallied from an 11-0 deficit to win 17-15 over Wisconsin Rapids at Spencer Street Field. Papermakers had 6 doubles, 6 triples in the comeback. Called strike, and it's 0-1 to Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 1 with a flyout and a couple of walks. He takes a breaking ball low there, and it's 1-1. Appleton was down 11-0 after the top of the second, rallied to within 11-5, but Wisconsin Rapids added 3 runs in the fifth for a 14-5 lead. Swinging a foul off, and it's 1-2 to Hernandez. The Papermakers went in front with 2 runs in the fifth, 4 in the sixth, and 5 in the seventh, and then tacked on 1 insurance run late for a 17-15 win in the old Wisconsin State League. Class D baseball, which was the lowest league of baseball. In 1940, the Papermakers were an independent club. They were not affiliated with a major league team until 1941, when they hooked up with the Cleveland Indians. 2-2, Sabori misses away, and it's 3-2. And Armand fell off the mound on that one, trying to get a little extra on it. The 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Sabori gets the strikeout. 2 gone in the sixth. June 4th, 1992, the Appleton Foxes beat the Rockford Expos 4-2 for their 5th win in a row. Shane Halter, Joe Randa, and Chad Strickland each had 2 hits for the Foxes. Randa scored a run. Halter and Strickland each drove in a run. Called strike, and it's 0-1. Joe Randa was probably one of the most popular Foxes players during that Royals era from 88 to 92. Called strike, and it's 0-2. Dan Michelli struck out the side on 13 pitches in the top of the ninth for the save. 0-2 to Redmond, misses low and away, and it's 1-2. Redmond 0 for 2. He has struck out, walked, and flown out. 11-4, Peoria leads it. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs, nobody on, and Sabori gets a ground ball foul up the first baseline, and it's still 1-2. Yeah, the Foxes had been a White Sox affiliate from 1967 through 1987. But then all of a sudden the White Sox said, you know what, we're done here. Sabori misses, and it's 2-2. Fortunately, the Foxes were able to hook on with the Royals. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the first baseline is foul, and it's still 2-2. Looks like Christian Sierra is loosening in the Rattlers' pen. And it is Sierra. Here comes the 2-2. Swinging a high pop fly. right center field. Who wants it? Rodriguez calling out by the 4:05 marker. And that's the first 1-2-3 inning by the Rattlers tonight. We go to the Juniper Pools home run contest for the bottom of the 6th inning. McClanahan, Cantrell, and Rios coming up when we come back. It's 11-4 Peoria on WNAM. It's the Juniper Pools home run inning. If a Rattler homers tonight in the 6th inning, Paul Feil will win a $350 gift card from Juniper Pools. So he will be on the clock here for a couple of batters here. Hopefully more than a couple, as the Rattlers down 7 in the 6th. They've been out hit 9-4, but they have been out homered 5-0. McClanahan comes up empty at a swing and a miss from Pacheco, and it's 0-1. Chad has struck out and walked tonight. He's got 3 home runs this season. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it's 0-2. Pacheco in for his 2nd inning of work. Diamondbacks did score a run in the top of the 8th inning. The 0-2. Look out inside at the belt buckle, and McClanahan got himself back. And it's 1-2. Pacheco gets a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's his 3rd strikeout, and there's 1 gone to the Rattlers' 6th inning. Wrap up this date in Appleton baseball history with a look back at the Timber Rattlers entry. June 4th, 2014. The Timber Rattlers beat Cedar Rapids 6-4 at Neuroscience Group Field. Taylor Brennan hit a 2-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Taylor Brennan had a lot of big hits for the Timber Rattlers back in 2014. 3 grand slams. That walk-off home run against the Colonels. Had a other couple of walk-off hits. Cantrell on an 0-1 pitch now after fouling that first one back from Pacheco. Hayden 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Swings and misses at that one, and it's 0-2. Brewers batting in the bottom of the 4th, leading 4-1 over the Diamondbacks. Boy, Freddie Peralta was great again tonight. The 0-2 to Cantrell, swinging a foul back. Boy, Freddie Peralta back in 2016 with the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. He was so young and got the bump up to low A at the time in 2016, and look at where he is now. Hard to believe he's been in the big leagues now for, what is that, 4 years now? Look out inside, and it's 1-2 to Cantrell. The 1-2 up and away, and it's 2-2. You know, there's some guys on that Rattlers pitching staff in 2016 that are contributing at the big league level. Corbin Burns, Devin Williams, Freddie Peralta. The 2-2. It's a little bit in, and it's 3-2 now to Cantrell. Bottom six, Rattlers are down 11-4. A full count due to Hayden Cantrell. And it's ball four outside, and one of the league leaders in walks takes another walk. That's a free pass, and that brings up Kekai Rios, who has walked and struck out tonight. Well, the Rattlers are making the Chiefs pitchers work for it tonight. Ralston threw 80 pitches. In just 4 innings, and Pacheco he's at 36 in just an inning and a third. And it's a swing and it's a strike to Rios, and it's 0-1. Look out. Kick spinning out of the way of that one. Bottom six, 1 on, 1 out. Sierra continues to loosen in the pen. I think we'll see him for the 7th. Rios takes a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-2. Omar Narvaez has just wrapped up a 12-pitch at bat with a home run to center for the Brewers. They're up 5-1 now on the Diamondbacks. Bottom 8 at Miller Park tonight. Cubs are already down 6-2 to the Giants in San Francisco. Boy, the Giants are having a great season. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Rios. And that's 4 strikeouts for Pacheco. And it'll be Jesus Lujano as the number 9 batter to try to at least extend the inning here to Hamilton, who's been on base 3 times tonight. Rattlers are down 11-4 in the 6th. And there's a little fly ball to center, but it's going to carry right out to Reichenborn to end the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left aboard. We're going to the 7th. 11-4 Peoria over the Rattlers on the home of the Rattlers, WNAM. Christian Sierra is the new pitcher for the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. He takes over for Armand Saburi, who goes an inning and a third. Saburi gave up a hit. No runs, let an inherited runner score, walked none and struck out 1. Sierra on for Wisconsin for the 9th time this season. It's his 8th relief appearance. He's 0-1 in 14 innings. He's allowed 9 runs, 8 earned, with 7 walks and 20 strikeouts for the hard-throwing right-hander. So we go to the 7th inning with Peoria leading 11-4. No winner tonight in the Juniper Pools home run contest. That jackpot goes up to $375 tomorrow night. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Moises Castillo. He has walked and scored. He has also grounded into a double play and struck out. Sierra's next offering is in there, a strike at 92, and it's 0-2. Ground ball singled past McClanahan into right field. Chad made a dive for it back near the line. And Castillo gets the base hit off of Sierra. And here comes Zaid Richardson. Little bit of a history between Castillo and the Rattlers. He had a big series down in Peoria, and he was doing a lot of swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. He was pounding his chest in that series in Peoria, and why not? He had a big 3-run double, a walk-off hit. He had a huge series down there. Rattlers didn't take too kindly to it. They struck him out once. And in a big spot, pounding their chest. Pitcher was pounding his chest, and Castillo didn't like that too much. I believe sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. Hey, I don't mind it. It's part of the game. Baseball is emotional. Guys are going to react how they react. Can't shut them down. There's a ball up, and it's 1-2. Just don't react when somebody gets emotional when they have a good play against you, too. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes. Top of 7, 11-4, Peoria leads it. They have 1 on with nobody out, and a 1-2 count on Richardson, who has scored 3 runs tonight. He's got 2 homers. He's been hit by a pitch. He had a 2-run homer in the second and a solo homer in the third. Sierra's pitch here is a swing and a miss. Tied him up inside at 90. And that's strikeout number 1 for Sierra. 1 away in the 7th. And we're 2 outs away from the Shields Sports 7th inning stretch tonight at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Here comes Reichenborn. He'll take a ball away, and it's 1-0. Reichenborn singled back in the second inning, was caught trying to steal second. Since then, he has flown out to center and flown out to right. Top of 7, 11-4 Peoria. Pickoff throw to first by Sierra. Brewers win 5-1 over the Diamondbacks today. Down at American Family Field. That's a fly ball to left center field on a broken bat. And Rodriguez will get there to retire Reichenborn. 2 gone. Well, if things go right for the Brewers, could be looking at picking up ground on the 2 teams right in front of them. The Cardinals are down 4-1 to the Reds in the 8th inning. The Giants lead the Cubs 6-2 in the 3rd. That game in San Francisco tonight. Ball up, and it's 1-0 to Torres. Ball low, 2-0 to Torres, who has doubled, singled, walked, scored 2 runs, and struck out. Swinging a ground ball towards right. That's going to be base hit number 3 for Torres. Stopping at second will be Castillo. And here comes Brendan Donovan with runners at first and second. All right. Donovan singled in a run in the fifth. He's been hit by a pitch. He's flown out and grounded out. 2 outs, 2 on, and he fouls that one to the top of the net behind home plate. And it's 0-1 to Donovan. Ground ball to the second baseman, Cantrell. He's in short right. He will throw to first and retire Donovan to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. It's time for the Shield Sports 7th inning stretch tonight at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Chiefs 11, Rattlers 4 on WNAM. That's Biff spinning the dials tonight back in the WNAM studios. Coming to you tonight from the Lamers Bus Lines broadcast booth inside Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Another successful 7th inning stretch in the books. And the Rattlers trailing 11-4. They'll face a new pitcher, Cole Aker, the 3rd pitcher of the night for the Peoria Chiefs. He'll face the top of the order in Hamilton, Coca, and Ward. Hamilton is 1 for 1 with a double. Stolen base, 2 runs scored. Reached on a couple of walks tonight, too. Coca's next. He's 2 for 3 with 3 RBI and a run scored. And then Javon Ward, RBI double in the 5th inning, moved his hitting streak to 13 games. That's going to be a ball, and it's 2-0 to Hamilton. Aker picked up the win in Peoria's 12-11 win on Wednesday night. He's going to hit the target there, and it's 2-1 to Hamilton. Aker worked an inning and a third in relief. He gave up 4 runs on 1 hit, but was given the win. That's going to miss, and it's 3-1. Hamilton walked against Aker in the 4th inning of that ball game. And he's going to walk in the 7th inning of this ball game against Aker. 3rd time Hamilton has walked. And here comes Jason Coca, who's had himself a pretty nice night tonight. For a guy who is in the ballpark late. Again, Corey Howell was the scheduled number 2 batter and 3rd baseman tonight for the Rattlers. But a family situation called him away from the ballpark earlier today. And there's a ball outside, and it's 1-0 to Coca from Aker now. Corey is at the ballpark now. He has been coaching first base. Arrived at the ballpark, though, about 6:30, so didn't really do any pregame work, and that's understandable today. Here's the 1-0 to Coca. Outside corner a strike, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. He went around on a breaking ball in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Everything. Well, let's see what's going on in the rest of the High A Central tonight. Everything else is a final tonight. Ground ball to the left side. Hernandez go to the second for one. The turn to first is late. Hernandez, the third baseman, was playing way off the line as a shortstop and fielded it cleanly. The ball not hit hard enough to turn two, but they do get the lead runner, Hamilton, 5-4. So Coca's aboard on the fielder's choice, and here comes Javon Ward. Lake County beat Dayton 8-4. The Dragons got 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning to avoid being shut out. Lansing scored 8 runs in the 6th inning. Pulled away from South Bend 17-3 in Lansing tonight. Ball down low and away, and it's 1-0. That's way outside. And it's 2-0 now to Ward. That's a strike, and it's 2-1. (11-4) is your score. Peoria's been up big most of the night tonight. Ball outside, and it's 3-1 now to Javon Ward. Javon takes ball 4 outside, and that's the second walk of the inning by Aker, and LG Castillo will bat. (13-game hitting streak for Javon Ward. That is the longest active streak in High A. It ties Cardenas with Bowling Green and Ray with Dayton for the longest hitting streak in the league this year. They both had 13-game hitting streaks earlier this season. Swing and a miss by Castillo, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. LG was behind that one, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Actually, Cardenas had a 13-game hitting streak going into today. Haven't seen what he's done tonight. Bowling Green not in the High A Central. They're in the High A East now. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for LG. First strikeout for Aker. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Carlos Rodriguez will bat with 2 on. And the Rattlers trying to get something going. Here comes the first pitch to Rodriguez, and it's inside to the backstop, right around his ankles, and he got out of the way of it. And the runners will move up. Coca to third and Ward to second. Looks like Cardenas didn't play tonight for Bowling Green. Had the night off. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, and it's 2-0. Bottom 7, 2 on with 2 out. Aker about to throw his 20th pitch of the inning here. Koch is at third, Ward is at second. Pages with the sign and Aker with the set. Swinging a foul off to left. Rodriguez now with a 2-1 count. Well, it's weird seeing Bowling Green in a different league now after they were, is that their third league in their existence? Bowling Green Hot Rods. Here's the 2-1. Instead, it's going to be a timeout asked for and granted out there. Now they moved from Columbus, Georgia to Bowling Green in 2009 for the 2009 season. Bowling Green stayed in the South Atlantic League for 1 year. And then in 2010, they and Lake County moved from the South Atlantic League to the Midwest League. Up and away, and it's 3-1 now to Rodriguez. And after the shuffle this past December, Bowling Green has moved over to the High A East. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Donovan has it. On to first, and the Rattlers are done in the 7th. No runs, no hits. 2 left in scoring position. We go to the 8th inning. It's 3-1 Peoria. Or excuse me, it's 11-4 Peoria. Going to the 8th on WNAM. 8th inning is here. Sierra will face Pages, Whalen, and Hernandez. Boy, that wind continues to blow straight out to center field as Pages pops one up behind the plate, going to get out of play, and it's 0-1. The Rattlers, though, have not been able to take advantage. Tell you what, though, the Chiefs, their home runs tonight, they're out even with the wind blowing in. Ball down low, and it's 1-1. Look out from Sierra up under the chin, and it's 1-1. At 2-1 now. Foul tipped at the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch is inside. It's 3-2. Rest of the High A Central League tonight. After this pitch, it's ball 4 up, and Sierra issues a walk. First walk by Sierra. 7 walks tonight by the Rattlers. And Brady Whalen will bat, sitting on 3 homers. 3 homers and 6 RBI in his first 3 at-bats. He grounded out the short in the 6th. Going to take a ball low there, and it's 1-0. And Whalen batting from the left side here against the right-handed Whalen. The only out that has been recorded against him tonight. There's a ball low and away, and it's 2-0. He was batting right-handed against Sabori in the 6th. Facing Sierra here in the 8th, and he rips one foul. Deep into the night, but foul down the right field line. And it's 2-1 to Whalen. 11-4 your score. Peoria leads the Rattlers. Check swing called strike, and it's 2-2. Great Lakes beat West Michigan 9-4. Fort Wayne, a 4-3 win over Cedar Rapids tonight. Got a run in the bottom of the 8th to break a 3-3 tie. Quad Cities beat Beloit tonight 8-5. Top 2 teams in the West Division have split the first 4 games. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Whalen is down on strikes. Retired for the 2nd time tonight. And there's one away. Yeah, Peoria, or Quad Cities and Beloit, first 4 games. Beloit won games 1 and 3. Quad Cities has won games 2 and 4, with game 5 tomorrow night. 1-0 pitch is down low, and it's 2-0. Hernandez tonight is 0 for 2 with a couple of walks, a flyout, and a strikeout. Going to miss with that one too, and it's 3-0. Top of 8, 11-4 Peoria. They have out-hit the Rattlers 11-4. There's a swing and a miss as Hernandez was swinging 3-0. Came up empty, and it's 3-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Fouled off to right, and Hernandez has been swinging out of his shoes here his last couple of at-bats, or last couple of swings here. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul off to right. That's going to get out of play. And it's still 3-2. Everything in the Brewers system is a final tonight. Carolina split with Down East. They won game 1, 6-5 on a walk-off double in the bottom of the 7th. Joe Gray Jr. hit his 8th home run of the season in that one. Ball 4 is up, and there are 2 on with 1 out as Sierra walks his 2nd of the inning. And that will bring up Chandler Redmond. Down East took game 2, 5-1. Beating the Mudcats today for that split. Carolina 17-10, Down East 17-10. Swinging a ground ball to first. McClanahan bobbles. His only play is to take it back to first base. And Redmond is out 3 unassisted. The runners will move up, and Pajes to third and Hernandez to second. So Moises Castillo will get to face Christian Sierra here. Castillo singled against Sierra back in the 7th. Biloxi lost tonight down at Montgomery, 6-1 the final. Nick Bennett took the loss. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Nashville's 15-game hitting streak came to an end, or 15-game winning streak came to an end. 1-0 Charlotte beat Nashville today. The Sounds lose for the first time in, 3 weeks almost? Swinging a foul back, and it's 0-2 now to Castillo. Nashville's offense held to 2 hits. Charlotte had 4 hits. They scored an unearned run in the 4th. Aaron Ashby struck out 11, but took the loss. The 0-2 from Sierra with 2 on and 2 out. Ground ball towards third. Koka's got it. Sidearm toss is in time. And the inning comes to an end. Another scoreless frame for Sierra. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Rattlers down 11-4 on your home for Timber Rattlers baseball, WNAM. 2,296 on hand on this Friday night. A warm Friday night and a windy Friday night where the Chiefs have out-hit the Rattlers 11-4 and out-homered them 5-0. Cole Aker facing Chad McClanahan, who swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Chad 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a couple of strikeouts. The 0-1. McClanahan takes one that skips in from Cole Aker into his second inning of work, and it's 2-0. The 1-1. Outside off the corner, and it's 2-1. McClanahan walked back in the 4th. He has struck out in the 2nd and the 6th. And the big left-hander out of Arizona. Looking to start something here in the 8th for Wisconsin. Down by 7. Takes way outside for ball 3, and it's 3-1. Popped it up. This one's playable. Who wants it? Aker is calling, and then he gives way to the shortstop, Castillo, who comes charging in from his position to the right of second and making the catch and almost winding up in his dugout as he just kept running. Wow, he came a long way to get that one. Called off Whalen, called off the pitcher. Good thing he's got a good turning radius, or he would have wound up down by our camera person down there. All right, here's Cantrell. He's going to fake a bunt, pulls back and takes a ball 1-0. Cantrell drew a walk back in the 6th inning. He has struck out twice tonight. Seven walks tonight by Peoria pitching. Rattlers have only been able to cash in 2 of those, as it's 2-0 now to Cantrell. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. 8 walks by Rattlers pitching, and the Chiefs have only been able to cash in 2 of those. And the long ball that's done the Rattlers in tonight. That's inside, and it got Cantrell. He'll be aboard on the hit batsman. And Hayden aboard one more time, and here comes Kekau Rios. Kekai walked and scored back in the second. Hawaiian catcher getting the start behind the plate tonight. We've had a lot of pitches in this series. Ball missed, and it's 1-0 to Rios. Nick Cale caught the first 3 games of this series. Kekai getting the start tonight. Ground ball towards second. They might be 2. Castillo to Donovan to Whalen in time for the inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Heading to the 9th, it's 11-4 Peoria on your home for Wisconsin Timber Rattlers baseball, WNAM. Wisconsin's going to go to the bullpen, and it's going to be the first time a position player has pitched this season for the Rattlers. Gabriel Garcia will get into the ball game. And the Rattlers go to Gabriel Garcia. Been a while since the Rattlers have had to go to a position player. Gabby covering up some stuff on his wrist. The plate umpire is telling him, hey, make sure that's not flapping around over there. So Gabriel Garcia, one of the more popular players in recent history for the Rattlers. Tell you, Gabby's a great guy. He had the Fans' Choice bobblehead a couple of years ago. He's going to throw a knuckleball that's grounded right to short. Hamilton's got it on to first. And Zade Richardson is down 6-3, 1 away in the 9th. I remember back in 2009 and 2010, Michael Marsico used to get a lot of the mop-up duty under Jeff Isom. Matt Erickson used TJ Middlestead as a knuckleballer in 2011. Gabby misses to Reichenborn, and it's 1-0. Just throws one, and Reichenborn hits it to straightaway center field, and it's going to be caught out there by Rodriguez. 2 gone in the 9th. Trying to remember if anybody came on last in 2019 as a position player. Here's the pitch to Torres. Knuckler from Gabby is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just a nice, easy delivery from Garcia. In there a little bit, and it's 1-1. Gabby working quickly, too. A little bit of a pause in that delivery, and it's 2 balls and a strike now to Torres. There's a swing and a miss. Knuckler from Gabby. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. Popped foul to right, and it's still 2-2. 2-2 Garcia. Little double hitch and a ground ball behind second. Cantrell's got it on to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Gabriel Garcia. The legend continues from Gabby. Big smile on his face. We go to the bottom of the ninth, 11-4. Chiefs lead the Rattlers on WNAM. Jesus Lujano will bat. Rattlers don't have a first base coach. Want to send Gabby down there and do that too? Here's the 0-1. 11-4 Peoria. Cole Laker gets a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 to Lujano. Ball missed up, and it's 1-2. Check swing there by Lujano, who is 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of flyouts. And a strikeout, and there goes Corey Howell. Jogging down to first. He'll do the coaching down there in the ninth inning. 1-2 missed outside, and it's 2-2. Rattlers back in action tomorrow night. Justin Jarvis gets the ball against Connor Lunn for the Chiefs. The 2-2. Swing and a foul back by Lujano. Outside a ball, and it's 3-2 to Lujano. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and down goes Lujano. And there's one away. All right, David Hamilton will now bat. He's been on base 4 times tonight with 3 walks, a double, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. 11-4 the score in the ninth, and there's a swing and a miss by Hamilton, and it's 0-1. Called strike, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 up high, and it's 1-2 now to Hamilton. Hamilton has been on base 4 times tonight. He has 1 stolen base, but he hasn't really had a chance to run a lot with the Rattlers. They were down 8-0 early in this ball game. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball to left, sinking, and it's going to get caught by Redmond for the second out. Here's Coca. He's got 3 RBI tonight, and he's got a line drive to center that's going to be a sliding, diving catch by Reichenborn to end this ball game. And the Chiefs beat the Rattlers tonight 11-4. 5 home runs tonight by the Chiefs, including 3 by Brady Whalen, who knocks in 6. The Mohican North Star Casino postgame show comes your way in 2 minutes. This is Wisconsin Timber Rattlers baseball on WNAM.